I pulled up the political compass test because I know the past few ones of these streams that I've done, I've just kind of rambled, and I feel like it'd be nice to have something to talk about. So I figure I'll just kind of have my laptop off here to the side, so I'll just be kind of going through the political compass test, and if anyone pops in and wants to say hi and talk, then I will probably take a break from it and interact with chat a little bit. So, with that being said, I will get to the first question. So, it says if economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. So, it's basically giving me propositions, and it has like a little, if you've never taken the political compass test, it has like strongly agree, agree, and then disagree, and then strongly disagree. So there's like four different options essentially that I can choose from. With that one, I most definitely believe it should serve humanity. Why on earth would I believe that it should serve corporations? I just can't imagine someone saying yes to that question unless you were like a CEO of a corporation, right? So, of course, I'm going to say strongly agree on that one. Here, I think I'm going to move it a little closer. Yeah, that makes it easier. And then the next one is I'd always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. Definitely not true. I'm not someone who has a super strong patriotic streak. Like, I support what the morally correct thing to do is. If your country is doing something horrible and evil and wrong, I'm going to say that. I don't really, again, I can't imagine the kind of person that would just agree with that. Even people who I don't politically agree with, I feel like most, I guess maybe that's just an American thing. We're very opinionated and we're not afraid of calling out our government and saying stuff about it, but I feel like I've seen people from other countries doing the same thing too. So in general, I just can't imagine who would agree with that. But I'm going to say strongly disagree because yeah, I most definitely don't agree with that one. Then the next one is no one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I kind of agree. I feel like you should be proud of accomplishments, right? You should be proud of something that you've worked hard for. It shouldn't just be, oh, I was born here. Hi, Toka. Hi, Arate. I'm gonna keep continuing with this. I'm just doing the political compass test to those of you that have just joined, but feel free to say hi in the chat or to add in the chat, whatever you feel. Hi, can I ask what your pronouns are? She, her, honestly. I'm just she, her. Thank you for asking. Thank you for interacting in the chat. It's nice to see some of you in there. Okay, so yeah, and it is foolish to be proud of your country of birth. I feel like a little bit like not to be. It's fine to be proud of its accomplishments, of course, if your country has done good things. Oh, you too have a blessed day, Nate. But at the same time, I don't think you should be proud of some place just because you were born there. And oof, this next question's weird. I don't like this next question. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Arna. It says, our race has many superior qualities compared with... no, I don't agree with that. No race has superior qualities. That's not a thing. So, strongly disagree with that one. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Toka. Hi, Ezra. It's nice to see you all in here. Y'all are so active today. Okay. So, Narpi. Hi. I assume that's hi. So, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't know how I feel about that one. Like it depends on the situation, right? I mean, they definitely can be, but not always. It highly depends on the situation. I'm just going to put disagree, but not a strong disagree. Oh, thank you for the like, Ezra. I appreciate it. And let's see. Okay, the next question is military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. No, I don't really believe so. Oh, hi Doodle. Thank you for saying hi. But no, I don't really believe so because a lot of times when you look at international law, it's just like there's a lot of basic ethics laws, you know, like you're not allowed to bomb major cities, for example. I don't really think it's good to go against those. I think that we usually we have those in place for a reason because previously when we haven't had those in place, some really messed up things have happened. Like I'm not exactly the most historically literate person, but I've like had some history classes. So no, I think that the international law is there for a reason and I think that we should for the most part definitely be following it. So we're putting disagree on that one. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Yeah, I think I can definitely agree with that. I think that it's not a bad thing to try to make information be entertaining. Like, for example, I'm sure we've all had a really boring teacher. And I'm sure you can think of like a really cool teacher who actually made a topic interesting. Thank you, Cricket. Look up Bella the Wolf. I will have to at some point. When I'm done with this test, I'll definitely make a point to do that if I remember. Maybe try to remind me because I'm forgetful. But yeah, I think that it's important to definitely not make information be a snooze fest, but it shouldn't just purely be entertaining because I feel like you lose a lot of important context whenever you're trying to just make something entertaining. So I'm gonna agree with that one. Oh, whoa, what? Is a type the monk's cancer and tries to kill. Okay. That's that's interesting. I've never seen that YouTuber before. Wow, that's interesting. Hey, Electric, not much. I'm taking the political compass test right now. I'm on page 2 of 6, so still got a little ways to go. And what's up with you? Let's see. Oh, I love the way it introduces this. It's like, so now the economy. People are ultimately divided by more by class than by nationality. Honestly, yeah. I feel like that's definitely what furry. Honestly, I'm not a furry. I'm an alter human. I'm just yeah, I'm wearing my ears because I like my ears. I'm not really a furry. I don't think your username is weird. Has numbers in it, but I don't really think that's weird, right? No, I'm not a furry. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that people are very heavily divided by class. I think that that's the most important division that there is by class. So I'm going to put agree on that one. And let's see, controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I wouldn't really say that because unemployment is pretty they're both important. I feel like it's hard to put one above the other because inflation is very important to control, but it's also important to control unemployment because people need jobs, but people also need to be able to afford food. So I don't think either one of those is more important than the other. I feel like those are both important. And the annoying thing about this test, too, is that it doesn't have, are you lesbian? That's a very forward question, but no, I'm not. But it doesn't have like an in between. It makes you agree or disagree. You can't be in between. You have to pick one or the other. But with this one, I don't agree one way or the other, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess. I'm just gonna put disagree because I don't like that question. Sean, that I don't understand people who ask that question. It's like it's a very odd question to ask someone that you don't know. I love your nails. Thank you, Sunflower. People keep asking me that. No, I'm not a furry. I'm sorry to disappoint you all. Honestly, whatever you're gonna say, I don't know. I am a very scatterbrained person, and I will like move from topic to topic. I'm kind of taking this test here. If you just came in, I'm taking the political compass test. So I'm kind of going back and forth between this or this. Why do people keep asking, do I look like a lesbian today? Lesbians don't have a look. Why do I keep getting asked that? You're like the second person that's asked me that. That's interesting. Okay. So, because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Yeah, honestly, I think that regulating corporations is important because I think it's been shown time and time again that these corporations have a tendency to just do whatever's in their immediate best interest. They'll make kind of myopic decisions, like, dumping their waste in a river just because it's cheaper. So, yeah. That's interesting. Do you hate Trump? Yeah, most definitely. I don't like Trump at all. I love your nails. Thank you, Doodle. Oh, thank you, Sunflower. I appreciate it. What type of computer? It's just a cheapo computer. It's a Dell. I don't have anything fancy or expensive. I don't really do anything too crazy on it. If I were like a gamer and I needed a really, expensive, powerful computer, that would be one thing, but I don't really do anything that requires like a fancy laptop, so I just have a basic laptop. Okay, Rue, I'm going to ban you just because you keep trying to stir drama and it's unnecessary. So yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. Sorry. Thank you, Amit. I appreciate it. Or Amit? I'm sorry, I'm not too sure how to pronounce your name. You'll have to forgive me if I butchered that. I apologize. I subbed. Oh, thank you. Okay, but yeah, this question, it was saying corporations can't be trusted. I agree with that. Corporations need to be under regulation because otherwise they kind of just go crazy. So yeah, we're gonna agree with that one. And then the next one is, from each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. Who said that? That's a quote. Was it one of the founding fathers? It was, wasn't it? I think it was. I'm probably wrong on that. I can't remember. I know that's a quote from someone. But, I don't really understand fully what it means, to be completely honest with you. I'm a little ignorant on what that quote means. I should probably look into that later on. I should probably understand what that means. I guess I'm just gonna put a weak agree. Karl Marx? Cool. See, yeah, I'll have to... I don't know why I thought the founding fathers. I was trying to think of who must have said that. But yeah, I'll have to read about that later, because I honestly am kind of ignorant on what exactly that's getting at. The freer the market, the freer the people. I don't really necessarily believe in that. I feel like people like to take advantage of others, especially in a capitalistic society. I feel like it kind of encourages it. Like if you can underpay someone or take advantage of someone else, it makes you more money, you're more likely than not going to do that thing. So, what topic you reading? I am taking a political compass test right now. So I'm gonna say disagree on that one, because honestly, no, I don't really believe that. I'm Scottish, but I can't do a Scottish accent. Yeah, I'm Scottish as well. I'm like 4 or 5 different things, but one of them is Scottish. I can't do any accents. I'm horrible at accents. I don't even try because I don't want to embarrass myself too much. Like, I just know it wouldn't be good. No, I don't think Karl Marx is a founding father. That would be goofy. Okay. So it's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product. Yeah, I've always kind of thought that. But work goes into getting the water. Like, the water doesn't just magically appear. The water has to be gotten and cleaned and then transported. It's like a whole process, you know? I mean, that's kind of why we pay a water bill. Like, I definitely think some places overcharge for water. Like, you'll go to a concert and a water bottle will be like $7. Like, that's ridiculous. So I agree, but at the same time, I kind of logically understand why we have to charge for that. It's because work went into that to get it. So I'll put a weak agree, but we'll do. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, people also like premium things like fresh spring water and mountain water. It's like most people aren't going to the top of the mountain to get that themselves, you know? They're paying someone to do it. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. I definitely agree with that, but at the same time, I just don't when I try to think about it, I don't really understand how a government or like a nation would do that. Like, how would that work, you know? I agree with it in theory or as a concept, but then when it comes to actual application is where I get a little confused as to how it would work. But I'm just going to put in agree because I do agree. Let's see, it is regrettable. Let's see, it is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. I mean, yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would say that there are beings in our society who have worked really hard to get to where they are and have saved their money and have invested smart and had done all the correct things. But I definitely don't agree with someone just hoarding obscene amounts of wealth and leaving it to sit in bank accounts and not ever putting it back into the country or the society or the system that allowed them to make it in the first place. Yes, it is. It is, Rogers. It's the political compass test. Let's see. And protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I'm ignorant. I don't even know what protectionism is, to be completely honest with you, but I can always Google it real quick. My mom wears collars like that. I still. Your mom does. That's cool, though. She's got her own sense of style. What's your ancestry? I am Irish, German, Scottish, and Italian. I'm like 4 different things. That's fair, Luke. That's cool. Yeah, I took one of these years ago. I can't really remember exactly where I was on it, to be honest. That's kind of why I'm taking it again, because it's been like years since I've taken it. But let's see, protectionism, this is just like an AI overview, so I guess not the most thorough of explanations, but it's something. How tall are you since the hoodie only comes in one size? I am 5'5". Not tallest, but not the shortest. I'm like, I think 5'5" is actually the average height, so I'm like average. Let's see. Protectionism in trade refers to government policies designed to restrict international trade to help domestic industries. Okay, I kind of understand that. I feel like it depends again on the context that the protectionism is being used in, right? I don't know. And I mean, do we really need to restrict international trade in order to protect our own domestic industries? Like, I feel like we should be able to, I don't know, I feel like we should be able to compete, right? With everyone else on the globe without needing to, I don't know. I'm not too sure on that one. I feel like I'd have to think a little bit more on that one. See, I'll have to research some of these topics and then take this again when I'm less ignorant on some of these, because I feel like that would probably change the answers. Do I like Dandy's World? Honestly, I haven't ever watched it before or read. I'm not sure if it's like a TV show or a book or a movie. I've heard of it before, but I've never watched it or read it before. Yeah, you are Scottish. Oh yeah, I am honestly. Yeah, honestly, Luca, that kind of makes sense. Because like I know trade as well, it uses up a lot of like fuel for, just moving everything is not really the best for the environment. So it's probably hi granny, you wish. It's a game on Roblox. Oh, that's probably why I haven't done it before. I've never played Roblox before. Okay, I guess I should get back. Oh boy, what page am I on? I'm so slow with this, I swear. Yeah, I'm on page 2 of 6. I might not finish this today. This might be something that I come back to next stream. And that would actually give me time to research a couple of these topics that I've come over that I'm a little ignorant on. Let's see. So protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I guess I'm just gonna go with a light agree, because maybe sometimes in some situations, but I don't feel like it should always be. And I guess it says sometimes, so yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Most definitely not. Most definitely not. Because its shareholders aren't the only one making that company a profit. That company wouldn't be capable of making a profit without the people that it's benefiting off of, without the just regular consumers. It wouldn't be able to make a profit without the whole structure that's already set in place by the government, by the country that it exists in. So, no, most definitely not. NA, I am about to ban you. I'm going to give you a warning. I was trying to just let you work it out, but if you keep trying to stir stuff in the chat, I'm going to have to let you go. Hi, Nishat. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. I apologize. Who's your fave YouTuber? Oof. I feel like that's hard for me to decide. My fave YouTuber. I love watching Dan and Phil. I watch a lot of Dan and Phil. I've watched them for like over 10 years. That kind of shows how old I am, I guess. But, oh, your name is actually Zoya? That's a cool name. I've never met anyone with that name before. I like that. I don't feel like I meet many Z names. I used to work with someone named Zarya, which was cool. I feel like Zarya is a cool name, but I just haven't met many people with many Z names. I feel like it's not very common. Miss Skyla, that's cool. See, you all have cool names. I like Skyla. I just like the fact that your name, it has the word sky in it. Like, that's so cool. I love that. About D names, I feel like, yeah, there are some reasonably common D names out there. It's mainly like Z. I don't see a lot of names that start with the letter Y either. Like Z, Y. Those are just uncommon letters. They're not really used that much, at least not in English. They're not used that much in English. At least not for like the first letter of a name, you know? I'm Doggy, okay. Hi. Some of you are interesting. Eventually I'm gonna have to get some moderators in here to help control this chat, because some of y'all are wild. Oh, hi Maximus. My pronouns are she, her. Thank you for asking. Okay, so the next question on this political compass test, I almost forgot I was taking it, is the rich are too highly taxed. I definitely don't agree with that. I strongly disagree with that one. I mean, I've heard that some corporations have gotten away with basically just not paying any tax, or like a lot of them pay less tax than people who make like 40,000 a year or some crazy thing, and it's just like that. Hey all, welcome back. The internet skipped out on me there for a moment. Dang. Well, thank you to the few of you that decided to stay. Hopefully some beings that left will find their way back. If not, it's okay, because there's always next stream. And to be fair, it's 26 minutes in, so I'm probably going to head out around the 30-minute mark. I might stay a little bit past that. That's usually about how long I keep these, too. Okay, but we can move on to the next question here. It says, those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. I don't really think so. I don't feel like it should be... Can you see my tail? I'm actually not wearing it today. If I was wearing it, I would let you see it, though. No, I don't really think so. I feel like everyone should have equal amounts of medical care, equal quality, because that way everyone gets good medical care, as opposed to people on the lower end of the financial spectrum are just getting, like, low quality doctors that no one else wants. No, thank you. No, I'm not a furry. Sorry to disappoint. Ooh, my fave singer. Let's see. My fave singer... Sewer Person. He's like my favorite artist. He's really, really underrated. I feel like a lot of beings don't know who he is. He's kind of like a trap rapper, I guess. It's literally the word sewer, so S-E-W-E-R, and the word person just mashed together. If you just type in Sewer Person, it will come up. And they have so many good songs. They literally release probably like an album every other month. Like every 2 months, that dude releases an album. It's insane. Like, his discography is kind of mind-boggling. Like, I'm probably going to set this off to the side. We will finish that political compass quiz. I usually go live once a week, so probably next Monday or next Tuesday, one of the two. But, yes, I highly recommend him. If you don't like rap, you probably won't like him, is the only thing I'll say. If you're not like a rap fan, don't bother, because he's not going to be up your alley. Bye, Jackson. Thank you for stopping in. Kappa's Log is my fave. I don't think I've heard of them before, honestly. Is this an altar among many others? No. So, okay, my name might be a little confusing. Oh, whoa. Sorry, I got distracted. But the reason that I have the word altar in my name is because I'm an altar human. It's not because I have altars, like, I don't have altars. It's because I'm an altar human. It's kind of just like a play on words. Yeah. She's a great emo rapper, very indie. That's sweet. I'll have to check her out, honestly. I like Pantera. I don't mind some metal either. Metal's nice. Adios. Bye, Electric. It was nice talking with you. Thank you for stopping in. Are you everyone? I'm gonna have to put like a little sign off to the corner that says, sorry, I'm not a furry or something. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm not. Okay. Well, thank you all for stopping in and saying hi. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you subscribe. I do a stream every Monday or Tuesday, so I usually will post about it a few days ahead of time, so just keep an eye on my posts. What is an altar human? I have thought about doing a video on that because I get so many beings asking me that. But honestly, if you really want to know, I would just look it up online because I'm about to head out right now. If I had more time, I would sit and kind of explain it a little more. You seem really... Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. You seem super chill. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out and I will see you all next week. Bye.